Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Of course, I want to give you guys an update on Bitcoin and crypto. There is in fact, a fair few Bitcoin charts that I do want to show you guys because understand guys, okay, Bitcoin is ready to reach new highs very soon. Okay, we know a bull run is coming. I've talked about this. I know I keep saying this guys, but I'm just gonna, show you guys some charts. Okay, and if you guys actually understand these charts, you will actually clearly see, okay, that Bitcoin is in fact ready. You know, it's ready to reach back up to its recent all-time highs, above $73,000, and of course reach new highs. Okay, Bitcoin is ready to do that, guys. I know I keep saying that, right? But it is coming, guys, very soon. Trust me on that, right? Especially, towards the next few months, and of course throughout next year in 2025, it's going to be some amazing times for Bitcoin and crypto. So let me just go ahead and show you guys, what Bitcoin is doing right now. Okay, what Bitcoin is doing today. So not much is happening right now for Bitcoin. Now, yesterday we actually saw Bitcoin pumping like crazy. Okay, actually pumped all the way up to about $66,000, over 66k, right? 66,100. Okay, y'all can clearly see that. But today Bitcoin is slightly down. Okay, just slightly. It's still holding very well though. 64,500. So Bitcoin today, okay, is still holding very strong at $64,000, above $64,000. Okay, still above 60k. So that's amazing to see for Bitcoin, right? Ethereum today holding very strong as well. $3.4 thousand. Massive news for Ethereum. ETFs as well. It is in fact going to be trading very soon. I talked about this a few days ago. Okay, so very exciting times for Ethereum, right? With the Ethereum ETFs about to launch, and of course about to be trading very soon. But the market today, okay, we are in fact seeing Bitcoin and Ethereum slightly down over 2% for both of them, and a fair few altcoins today are in fact in the reds, okay, which is understandable because you guys can clearly see if we look at the 7-day chart percentage right here for the past week, right? A lot of altcoins have in fact been pumping. We know that, right? For the past few days, a lot of altcoins have in fact been pumping. You guys can just clearly see that. So it's understandable why today, okay, a lot of these altcoins are in fact in the reds. A lot of these altcoins, are in fact having these corrections. It's because they have pumped so much, guys. And this is completely normal, right? We're not going to be, pumping every single day, right? Or every single time. Okay, we're going to have corrections along the way. And that's exactly what today is, right? Bitcoin's slightly down. Ethereum is slightly down. Same with other altcoins. This is completely normal, guys. Okay, even though the market today is slightly down, we're not seeing a huge crash, right? The market overall is only down 2%, right? 2.1%. So this is completely normal, guys. Okay, it really is. Now, I want to show you guys this clip. Okay, this is tweeted by Altcoin Daily. He tweeted this out a couple of hours ago, and it says here, Bitcoin explained in 23 seconds. And I really want you guys to listen carefully here, okay? Because if you guys don't know what Bitcoin is, okay, I really want you guys to listen to this, okay?
So just to be clear, Bitcoin is a non-sovereign, hard cap supply, global, immutable, decentralized, digital store of value. That's a lot of different adjectives, but all of them are very important. And what that leads us to is it is a hedge against monetary and fiscal irresponsibility from central banks and governments globally. So just to be clear,
so
Bitcoin is a...
If you guys didn't know what Bitcoin was or is, okay, what's behind Bitcoin, what's the technology behind Bitcoin, okay, this guy explained it perfectly in 23 seconds. Okay, so that's it. That's all I wanted to show you guys, okay, because it's very interesting, right? So that's that. But I want to talk about this as well, with the Bitcoin ETFs inflows, because it's been crazy lately, right? So yesterday, okay, we saw $423 million inflows yesterday, right? The largest in a month. This is obviously very bullish, right? So a lot of these institutions, okay, they are in fact buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin, right? Money is flowing, guys. Okay, the inflows, okay, is absolutely crazy. You know, for the past like few days has been absolutely crazy, guys. And I really do believe, okay, the next upcoming bull run is going to be crazy. Like, this is going to be the craziest bull run ever. Again, the reason why I believe that is because this time around we have the Bitcoin ETF. So obviously a lot of these institutions, okay, we know BlackRock, Fidelity, and many more, okay, are in fact buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin. The inflows have been absolutely crazy. So you can just imagine all this money that's flowing into Bitcoin, okay, it's going to pump the price like crazy, right? This upcoming bull run, guys, is going to be absolutely amazing. Okay, it's going to be honestly the most craziest one of out of all these other bull runs that we have, in fact, been seeing for Bitcoin. This one that's coming up, right, it's going to be crazy. So I really want you guys to be prepared for it. I hope you guys have been buying the dip. I hope you guys are in fact DCAing into Bitcoin, right, or any other altcoins that you guys are in fact planning to DCA in, right? I really just hope you guys are in fact prepared for the next upcoming bull run, because it's coming, right? It is coming, guys. Okay, so I really want you guys to be prepared for it. But yes, Bitcoin, okay, $65,000. It's slightly down today, right? But not too off from $65,000. Bitcoin is just 15% away from a new all-time high. Let me repeat that, guys. 15%. Okay, it's only 15% away from a new all-time high. If you guys really think about it, that's not too far off. Okay, it really, really isn't, guys. So potentially, right, if we see Bitcoin continuing to pump up to the upside, because Justin's clearly see Bitcoin is bouncing back up, right? It is clearly bouncing back up, and it's looking like it wants to reach back up at 70K and over 70K, you know, it's recent all-time highs. So understand, guys, if Bitcoin continues to pump this much, okay, at this pace, like what it's been doing for the past few days, we will in fact see Bitcoin easily reaching back up over 70K, its recent all-time highs, and of course reaching a new high very, very soon. Okay, it's not too far off for us to see Bitcoin reaching a new high, guys. Okay, it really, really isn't. Okay, now get into these charts, okay, into these Bitcoin charts, starting off with this one from Titan of Crypto, and you also clearly see Bitcoin right now is in fact, you know, bouncing back up. We are in fact seeing, okay, a bounce just starting, right? You also just clearly see that. Okay, and like I told you guys, okay, it looks like Bitcoin, you know, it wants to reach back up to its recent highs and reach a new high, just like what this chart is in fact showing right here. Okay, it seems like Bitcoin is ready to reach a new high very, very soon. Okay, now, yes, every single time, guys, we have the halving. Okay, every single time we have the Bitcoin halving event, right after it, what happens? We see a bull run. Now, yes, guys, you guys are probably wondering, and I talked about this many, many times, right? You guys are probably wondering, why haven't we seen Bitcoin pump yet, right? Why isn't Bitcoin pumping? You know, we had the Bitcoin halving event back in April, right? It's been a few months already, and Bitcoin hasn't really pumped ever since, right? And, you know, this is completely normal, guys, right? I keep telling us this, you know, this is completely normal, right? Even in previous Bitcoin halving events, right after it, we don't see Bitcoin pumping straight away, right? You got to give it a few weeks, maybe even a few months time, and then that's when the real bull run will begin for Bitcoin, just like what this chart is in fact showing right here, guys. Okay, so understand, right after the Bitcoin halving event, yes, we do in fact see Bitcoin pumping, having a bull run, but it doesn't pump straight away, guys. Okay, and we have seen this many, many times in previous Bitcoin halving events, like the one, okay, our first halving back in 2012, and then 2016, and then 2020. You guys can just clearly see, right? We didn't see Bitcoin pump straight away, right? It took, you know, a few weeks time, even a few months, and then it pumped. And that is exactly where we are right now. It's been a few months now. Okay, it's been a few months. So understand, not very long now, we will in fact see Bitcoin pumping. okay, and a bull run is coming, guys. Okay, so prepare yourselves for what is truly coming for Bitcoin and crypto overall. Because yes, Bitcoin will skyrocket, right? But it's not just going to be Bitcoin. We know altcoins will skyrocket as well. We know alt season is obviously right around the corner, right? So prepare yourselves for what is truly coming, guys, for crypto. So yes, once again, every single time, okay, we have the Bitcoin halving event, okay, it pumps. A bull run does in fact happen, just like what it did 2013, 2017, 2021, and of course, next year, 2025, it's going to be an amazing time for Bitcoin and crypto. 2025, next year, okay, it's going to be amazing, okay, that entire year, throughout that year, okay, we're going to be seeing Bitcoin reaching new highs. We're going to see, a lot of these altcoins reaching new highs as well. Okay, majority of them, not all of them, but majority of them will do that, right? So prepare yourselves, guys, for 2025, because that's going to be an amazing time for Bitcoin and crypto. So once again, okay, seems like Bitcoin right now, okay, is in fact forming a very, very similar pattern to what it did back in 2020. Okay, so in 2020, okay, we had that halving of it. Okay, and you also clearly see Bitcoin was in fact forming this descending wedge, right? You also clearly see that back in 2020. Okay, and then we had the Bitcoin halving event in May of 2020, and then of course, end of 2022, early 2021, and throughout that year of 2021, we saw Bitcoin pumping. Pretty much the exact same thing is going to happen for this year, 2024, and of course, next year, 2025. So you can clearly see we are in fact seeing, okay, Bitcoin forming this very, very similar pattern to what it did back in 2020, right? Pretty similar, okay? And you can clearly see right after it, we did in fact see a run up. So understand Bitcoin is ready to reach 6 figs. It really is. It's going to reach 100K. I've been telling us this many times. Okay, Bitcoin will most likely reach 100K towards the end of this year in 2024. Okay, even higher. It could be 105, 110K. It's going to be higher. But I know for sure we're going to end off this year, okay, in 2024, we're going to end off this year at 100K at least. Okay, or Bitcoin's going to be, for sure ending off this year in a new high. Okay, 100%, right? So for all my Bitcoin holders out there, understand where Bitcoin is going in the next upcoming few months. It's not very long now, honestly. Time is ticking, and it's not very long now till we see Bitcoin reaching a new high. Again, Bitcoin is not too far off from reaching a new high. It's only 15% away to reaching a new high, right? That's not too far off, guys, right? So prepare souls, okay? Now, yes, July will be a super bullish month for Bitcoin. I've been talking about this a fair bit of times now during this month of July. Okay, we are almost at the end of this month, okay? But we still have, over a week left into this month. And so far, this month has been pretty decent for Bitcoin. We are now back in the greens. We remember seeing Bitcoin at the beginning of this month in July, a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, we saw Bitcoin in the reds. At one point, it was down. We were down 12%, right? But now Bitcoin is up. Let me just show you guys here. 3%, over 3%. Yesterday I showed you guys this and we're up over 2%, 2.5%. Today is now at 3.1%. So you can just clearly see we are now in the greens so far for this month in July. Remember, guys, okay, 2 weeks ago, right, earlier in this month of July, we were actually in the reds. And at one point, like I told you guys, okay, we were actually down over 12%. And now we are in the greens. And that's because, obviously, Bitcoin is pumping. Remember, guys, all these dips that we were in fact seeing for Bitcoin, right? Especially this time right here, okay? Literally the 1st of July, we saw Bitcoin dropping. But obviously, it is in fact bouncing back up right now. And that's why we are in fact seeing Bitcoin up over 3% so far for this month in July. Okay, so usually, guys, yes, the month of July is pretty bullish for Bitcoin. 2023, right? We were actually in the reds, but 2022, 2021, of course, 2020, we were in fact in the greens. Same with 2018 and 2013, right? So usually July is a pretty decent month for Bitcoin. And so far now, okay, we are in the green. So it's looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. So far, yes, Bitcoin is now trading at 64,000, okay, 700, right? So it's still holding very, very strong at this level. I will, obviously keep you guys updated on what's gonna happen with Bitcoin. So stay tuned for that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel. That is always appreciated. And I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.